Welcome into Northeast Current on Ion TV. My name is Kate Moss, and we're so excited to be here for a behind-the-scenes tour of the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Railriders at PNC Field. A lot of great things are coming your way, so why don't you go behind the scenes with us this morning, and thank you for spending your morning with us. We'll be right back.
From downtown Scranton, this is Northeast Current. WQPX invites you to join us as we explore public affairs, current events, and arts and culture in northeastern and central Pennsylvania. Now let's meet today's guests on Northeast Current.
Welcome back into Northeast Current on Ion TV. I'm Kate Moss, and we're at PNC Field for a behind-the-scenes look at the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Railriders. And with me is B-Ray, like his jersey says in the back. And tell everybody what your job is here.
I am the Director of Marketing and Promotions, as well as the on-field MC and leader of the Pinstripe Patrol.
And you've been here a long time.
Yes, I'm going on my 9th season. Ever since the Red Barons, their last year, which was 2006, that's when I first started jumping on the field, and then it just kind of snowballed from there.
This is a beautiful field, the way they redid it. You were telling me a little bit before about where the idea for this field actually came.
Yeah, it's a smaller stadium compared to our old stadium for sure. Our old stadium was based upon the design of Veterans Stadium since we were the Philadelphia Phillies. But then with the new current trends ever since Camden Yards in Baltimore, they went with a smaller stadium and just more of a intimate setting, and everybody's closer to the field, and there's really no nosebleeds here, which is nice.
It is. And in 2013 is when this opened. So there was a year that we were just speaking about that the team was actually located somewhere else for a temporary amount of time.
Yeah, for the whole season we played on the road as the Empire State Yankees because we were revamping this beautiful one here in Moosic.
How did the name Railriders come to be?
The Railriders was suggested by our fans, and then we took the 5 best ones we thought, and then we had the fans vote on their favorite ones, and Railriders came out on top.
It's definitely a beautiful stadium. And talking about Yankee Stadium in New York, you said when you're sitting in a seat there, it doesn't even feel like you're away. How does this stadium compare with Yankee Stadium in terms of its design?
Well, the design, as far as the dimensions, we are the only field within the Yankees Farm League that the outfield wall isn't the same exact, because everywhere else in the farm system it is, but that goes to the fact that we used to be the Phillies organization. But as far as the feel inside the locker room, that's what the Yankees really strive for throughout every single level of their minor league system. You'll see the facade on top of all the players' lockers. You'll get the general feel that no matter where you are in the Yankee system, you know, when you get to Yankee Stadium, which is nostalgic in itself, you're not shocked as much being a player and in those famous pinstripes.
Well, it's absolutely gorgeous here, and you have to stay tuned because we're going behind the scenes at the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Railriders, and we want you to come along with us. As we're here at PNC Field in Moosic, Pennsylvania for the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Railriders behind the scenes, B-Ray was telling me so many interesting things about the mascot, which we're going to meet him a little bit later on, and all the different access and entry points here at the stadium.
Yes, as far as the Pinstripe Patrol, we are very fortunate to have a lot of access points to get on the field with either fans or just ourselves. There's gates on both on deck sides, visiting and home, as well as the outfield sides. There's another gate, so we have plenty of access to jump on the field, throw t-shirts, do dances, as well as there's a really big outfield wall out there, which we use throughout the entire day. We have our big legends come in there. We have the big legends race that's brand new this year. We bring the Hurl the Pearl truck out there. We bring the quad out there. So that really big wall is a really big help as far as the access.
Well, there's so much that goes into putting a game together because you showed me a schedule before and it's quite detailed. So how long does it actually take to put a game together with all the different events, and who comes up with those ideas?
Well, that's a lot of the work we do in the off season. A lot of people ask me if I get laid off after the last day of the season, and my answer is always no. I'm usually even busier in the off season trying to come up with new promotions. I work hand in hand with the sponsorship department, the marketing department, ticketing department, just to figure out what the sponsor kind of wants to promote their brand, as well as to put a nice little dash of family fun into it as well. So that's always a challenge.
Wasn't there a game last year that was A-Rod and Jeter here at the same time, or were they different times?
They were different times. Jeter was here in 2013 for, I believe, 7 to 10 games, if I'm not. It was in July, so it's still kind of hazy to me because they're pretty hot.
Well, how crazy was that when he was here?
Oh, they were crazy awesome. There's so many people here, so many responsive fans, and it was just cool seeing Jeter out there when we were doing our promos. You know, it was a thrill for me to be able to run past him with 4 big inflatable tires doing my thing, and then he's doing his thing. It was cool.
Well, I remember one game that I was at. There was a player that was actually called up in the middle of the game to the Yankees. And what happens at that point? Do they just leave?
Yep, they just leave. I mean, if New York wants him, obviously we're here for New York as far as the players go. So that's where everybody wants to end up, you know. So yeah, if they need him right then, it's kind of nice for New York to be so close to us as far as their old affiliate, which was in Columbus, Ohio. I mean, that's a plane ride instead of a 2-hour car trip.
You had a really big game here on Father's Day. Wasn't it the Oldies game?
Yep, we had the Legends game, the first annual Legends game, which we're going to be bringing back next year. It was awesome. We had a full roster of great old-time Yankees, both back from the 1956 to even the 2000s. So it was a really, really cool day. The rain decided to stop for 3 hours for some reason, and it was awesome.
It was the miracle of the Yankees, and George Steinbrenner probably had something to do with that.
Nobody messes with the boss.
That's right. Now here is the what room?
The Pinstripe Patrol room.
Okay, tell us a little bit about what's in here.
This is where we keep all the props, all the prizes. This is where all the fun kind of is sheltered, I guess you could say.
I'm just looking at that over there. What are the donuts used for?
These are the big donuts. It's called the Dunkin' Donuts Dunkin' Dash. We dress up 2 athletes, we call them, or contestants, in about 3 to 4 donuts, depending on their height, and they race each other around the base paths, collide at second base, and see who wins, and then try to finish the loop.
What are the biggest prizes that you've given away for these games?
Sometimes we give out autograph balls, which is always nice, an autograph, nice piece of memorabilia. However, the best prize we give, if you ask anybody, is a free T-shirt. Everybody wants one.
We do too. Maybe we could get one later. So stay tuned. We're at the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Railriders behind the scenes with B-Ray, who was awesome enough to invite us, and we will see you in just a bit. As we continue our behind-the-scenes show here on Northeast Current at the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Railriders at PNC Field, I'm here with B-Ray and the champ. How are you? It is so hot here, and I'm sure the champ is pretty hot as well. B-Ray, you were telling me an interesting story about the mascot and about his ears.
Yes. So Champ first graced us at PNC Field July 6th, 2007. So he just turned 8 years old. That's pretty awesome. He was originally created underneath the bleachers at Yankee Stadium. The story with his ears is he has macaroni ears because Yankee Doodle Dandy came to town, put a feather in his cap and called him macaroni, so that's why he has 2 macaroni ears. Everything else is just big, blue, and very lovable. Right,
And
Champ?
how was he created again? Who created him?
David Raymond created him. The Dave Raymond Company, the same that created Philly Fanatic. They have a studio in Brooklyn, I believe. I believe it's Brooklyn. And he donned those pinstripes July 6, 2007.
Well, on a hot day like this, it has to be very difficult for somebody to do the job of the champ. So you said that sometimes there are 3 different people that rotate.
Yep, well, we have 3 different mascots every game. So the key is to take care of yourself in the morning, drink a lot of water, especially if it's going to be hot that day, as well as during the game. Champ always likes to stay hydrated.
Did you drink a lot of water today? Okay, just checking.
If you listen closely, you can hear the waves.
And you stay tuned because we're going to continue our behind the scenes here with the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Railriders. Here at PNC Field with the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Railriders, B-Ray is going to show us the best seat in the house, which is the one I'm standing right behind, actually.
And now, my humble opinion, I would love to sit here because not only are you part of the home run wall, but also you could lean to your right and get a nice refreshing beverage from your friendly bartender.
Right behind me. And do they have grills? Is that a grill or is that just a...
That's yet another fridge for another delicious beverage.
This is probably the biggest bar I think I've ever seen, and it's absolutely gorgeous. So you could actually buy these seats too.
Correct. Some are season tickets, so some are already taken. You could just come up to the box office day of game and see if any are available. There's, I believe, 6 rows. So the very front row, you can actually sit on top of the outfield wall, which is pretty neat.
I don't think anywhere else you can do that.
Nope, only Fenway, but you're pretty high up from Fenway. Yeah, at least you're down, I mean, you're down a little lower here, luckily.
Well, The stadium at this view, how many seats, how many people does it seat here?
We fit about 10,000.
Wow, that's a lot of people. And talking about the maintenance in the field, and who's the gentleman that does that?
Steve Horn is our head groundskeeper.
And how often does he have to cut the grass?
He rolls it at least once a day, and rolling is how you get those designs in, which I've learned since I've worked with natural grass here since 2007. But he mows it, I believe, once every 2-3 days, just to keep it a nice level, and he also rolls it. The big thing is rolling it, just so you get these beautiful designs he puts in the infield and the outfield.
Well, you piqued my interest with rolling. What exactly do you do to roll?
Just like cookie dough, really. You literally there's 2 rollers instead of a lawnmower with clippers. Instead of just imagine 2 big rolling pins on a big old machine, and you just drive it just like a lawnmower.
And they go opposite ways to get that look in the grass?
Yep, they just train the grass to grow that way. And then when he wants to do a new design, he just pretty much erases it, just like an eraser.
How long does that take to do?
I think he usually grows it out about a week before he makes a new design.
And I'm sure you have to water it very often?
Yeah, there's sprinklers everywhere, so it's always wet.
Okay. And now B-Ray is taking us to the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Railriders PNC Field Fun Zone.
That's right. The Norwegian Cruise Line Family Fun Zone is open all game long. It's for all the youngsters to jump around, and there's an area right here done on purpose with a nice beverage area where your mom and dad could watch the game while you jump around in Champ's Belly, slide down the big slide, even try a couple swings in the batting cage.
Come along. Let's see what we have. All right, so be honest. Were you ever in there?
I was.
I don't find that hard to believe.
I can't do a flip, and my body told me that.
That sometimes happens. So we have this. We have the fun slide over here.
Yep.
All right, you know what I'm going to ask you. Have you ever been down the fun slide?
I have not been down that yet. I mean, I can test it out for you if you want.
Sure.
Right now, let's do it.
Right now?
Right?
I'm not doing it, but you can. All right, so let's see B-Ray do this because I'm really not dressed appropriately to do it, and I'd probably hurt myself really bad. This is one of the stadiums that is so geared towards families. There's so much to do here for everybody in the family, no matter how old you are. And even if you're a big kid, we're ready. You could still have a lot of fun. No matter what age you are. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Your body didn't tell you that it was bad?
No.
Okay. And then we have, at the other end, there's other games.
Yep. There's plenty of baseball-related games. You could throw a ball, you can hit a ball, you can throw a ball again a different way.
It seems like the minor leagues, like I was at the Iron Pig Stadium before, and they're so geared towards families, and this is absolutely no exception.
Correct. To be honest, the last thing we want people to think about is whether we won or lost. We just want your whole family to have fun, whether it be coming out here to Family Fun Zone, watching Champ, Quills, and Mr. Incredible run around, watching the promotions we do on the field, the videos we play on the video board. We really want you to forget about the game, which seems kind of silly, but...
Well, the thing is, kids are out of school now. It's summer, and maybe a lot of parents don't know what to do with their kids, and they're going crazy. And it's actually a very affordable thing to come here. It's not that expensive to see a game.
Absolutely not. Take a start at just $7 to $8 for general admission. You could bring a blanket, bring the family, sit on the lawn, sit in the bleachers, or you can get the field reserved seats as well.
So you might actually forget that there's a game going on because there's so much to do here. And we've seen so much behind the scenes here at PNC Field for the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Railriders, and there's so much more to come. So make sure you continue to spend your morning with us here on Northeast Current. I'm Kate Moss, and we'll be right back. As we continue our behind the scenes here at the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Railriders with B-Ray, he was telling us about a Legends race, and there's the Legends. So why don't you tell us about the Legends race?
Here they are. We just started this in May. Pretty world-renowned already, if you ask me. We have Thurman Munson, Joe DiMaggio, Billy Martin, Mickey Mantle, and we also have Mr. Jeremy Ruby,
Hi,
the general manager.
How are you?
He loves Michael Jackson.
Now, how heavy are these things?
These aren't too bad. We actually have the same company that made the Presidents in Washington for the Nationals made this, so same technology. Just the same kind of backpack that's on a backpacking backpack for the Appalachian Mountains is on here. So all the weight is actually on your hips, which is nice to be able to move around so you don't have to lug it on your shoulders. But then everything straps in. We throw on the pinstripes, pinstripe pants, and we just have a good old-fashioned foot race.
It looks like a lot of fun, but I don't know if I'd wear one of those. And we're here at the front office at the PNC Field, the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Railriders, with B-Ray, who's giving us a great tour behind the scenes. So tell us what's going on here.
All right, so we have about 30 full-time employees, plus it's about 5:30 right now. So now we have game day employees starting to come in for the 6 o'clock gate open. We have some salespeople everywhere. We have the box office over here, marketing. Let me walk you through.
Okay.
And this is kind of in-season mode. I mean, we're in the thick of July, so we're in the middle of a homestand, so it's always, everything's always wherever we need it. So as you see, we're very organized, which we are. Everybody knows where everything is.
I was going to say, you probably do.
Yeah. We also get dinner every single game as well, so we fuel up right around this time as well, which feels nice for the body and mind and soul.
Because it could be a long night sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes 10 o'clock on a good night, sometimes 11 o'clock on a bad night.
When does the season start?
Season started this year, April 9th.
April. So when do they actually start paying attention? Well, they pay attention to the field and the grass all year long. But when do they really start treating it and getting it ready for game time?
As soon as they can, to be honest with you.
Really?
Based on the past few winters, the late snow has been tough.
Yeah, sure.
There's a lot of stress involved with it, because once the snow's gone, all of it melts into the grass and into the dirt, into the infield, so it's really, really saturated. So that's always a challenge.
Well, crazier things have happened in Northeast PA than having snow in April.
That's right.
So what do you do if it snows?
We canceled the game. We had a snow out this year.
A snow out?
Yeah. It was our first Sunday, I believe, and we couldn't play due to snow, because a white ball with white snow is not good.
I remember coming here to see the Red Barons when I was a little girl. We would always come for opening game, and we would always have our big blankets with us and be bundled up like we were at a high school football game.
Yeah. Yep.
But we were at a baseball game. So
that's why we give out Snuggies. We gave out Snuggies the third game of the year.
Did you? And I didn't get one. Oh, that's upsetting.
Maybe one fell off the truck.
Okay. We'll have to find out about that. Yeah.
Cool. All right, everybody. This is your script for this evening. Thank you.
Should I do welcome back in? Or Thank you. Just, okay. Oh,
and you could even get one as an honorary member of the Pinstripe Patrol this evening.
Why, thank you.
All right.
And we're behind the scenes right now before the game, and we're having a meeting, B-Rays with his staff, so we're going to take a peek.
All right. So pregame, everybody. We don't have much stuff going on, just a recognition. That one's pretty easy, so I might ask you guys to put them in number order, because that's how it's read from upstairs. Right in front of the home dugout. Who was here yesterday? So you guys know exactly what it looks like. It's real easy. Then we have the cog, blah, blah. Who wants to do the Field of Dreams today?
I can do it.
Scout and draw. All right. So that is Jenkins Township Marlins. Then we have first pitches. We need about 10 of them, I would say, maybe 15 balls inside the sack. National Anthem is just a soloist, so that's easy. As far as the game goes, Ut's birthdays, we do have them today. Season ticket holder, don't worry about. Musical Tires is on first base. That one's going to be 5 contestants like always. DePietro Scramble, good. Nothing really to note during it. We have a lot of contestants heavy in the beginning. Nothing's reserved or anything, so not stressed about that. Yeah, and if 2 people could help out with the legends today, we have a couple new people back there. Cool, just in the dock. Anybody got any questions?
No.
You have any questions?
No question.
We need more
Waivers?
yeah.
Okay, cool. I'll get them out. Anything else? Sweet. So you want to bring it in? We haven't done this in like a day, right?
I'll even do it too.
All right, so you have to say pinstripe. We're going to say patrol.
Okay.
All right? On the count of 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Pinstripe.
Patrol! All right.
We're behind the scenes with the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Railriders at PNC Field, and Victor Sweet is...
The video and website manager.
Okay, so what exactly do you do?
I run everything for our in-house feed, so everything that you see on the video boards for when we have a TV broadcast on Fox 56 or anything like that. Basically, we're running a normal Major League Baseball broadcast here.
And on the off season, do you just maintain equipment? Like, what do you do?
Yep, we make sure that all the equipment is still functional, everything works. We try to get footage of any events that we have here. My off season, I deal a lot with the website stuff, so making sure that our website is up to date, revamping the website, making sure that everything looks new and is, something nice for the fans to look at in the off season when the team isn't here playing.
Well, we're here in an auxiliary room in the media center, and you were telling me a very interesting fact about what these are actually used for.
Sure. The room we're in now is our auxiliary radio booth. What we use this for is if we have like Major League rehabs come in here, we'll have extra media from New York or any of the other cities come in here. This is for overflow. So any extra media, reporters or cameramen, they can all sit in here and take notes on the game, watch the game, basically report from here for extra media outlets.
I'm sure when Jeter was here a couple of years ago, those few
Yes.
games,
Oh
that
yes,
it was
there
crazy.
was this radio booth, and the entire press box was filled with people from every major sport network you could think about to local ties here. Yeah, it was pretty packed in here.
And you've been here 3 years.
This is my third season. Yep. I started as an intern and have just worked my way up full time, and now here running the in-house feed.
Well, it's an absolutely beautiful place. Thank you so much for having us here.
You're welcome.
Well, we had so much fun here at PNC Field with the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Railriders behind the scenes, and I hope you had a great time too. For Northeast Current on ION TV, I'm Kate Moss, and we'll see you next week. Okay, and he is showing us the best seat. That thing just like totally. Can I start that? You're really good. It's a lot of fun. I like live TV. It makes you. Okay. Do you need a white balance? Oh, okay. Oh. Are we going? Welcome back in. But stay tuned because there's a lot more to come, and it's great for you to spend the. I just can't do it today. And it's going to be here, right? I have to do that again. I'm sorry. He's like, no. You want to dance? No, I don't want to dance. Okay, slow dance. Aw. The game is definitely, I don't know. The coup de grace. Oh, I smell popcorn. Pinstripe.
Patrol!
Are you hot? Oh my God. They better be paying you like $100 an hour. Do they have Derek Jeter bobbleheads? Will you snap a picture of us?